Let me connect my laptop. Meanwhile, Manoj sir actually shared his experience in his recent foreign trade. Okay, so any guesses why that kind of visibility is there to all the Indians? Okay, and obviously we know what our government has done in last 3 years, but there is another bigger difference, okay, where I would like to quote this example of what our Honorable President, he had spelled out something 15 years back, okay, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And he said that we have enough military power, but we should also have the financial power also, so that power respects power, right, at the end of the day. And that is where today we are. And the GDP, okay, we have taken over the country who ruled us for almost 200 to 250 years. And we have taken over that GDP also, okay. So, if I can ask each and every of you as an Indian or as a Bharatvasi, okay, to shout as what hamara hai, right? Because that is the strength, that is when we go outside, when we step outside of our country, and that is the respect what we are commanding right now, right? So that is where, so can everybody please shout with me, what hamara hai? Thank you very much, and let me start with the presentation. And before I get into any technical presentation, okay, let me give a small video which is less than a minute, a 60-second video. Just watch this video and try to correlate your day-to-day activities with this video. So, can you correlate with your day-to-day jobs? Any wild guesses?
Initial registers.
Sorry?
Initial registers or agitation.
Okay. Anything else?
So it's a VUCA word.
Okay.
It's uncertain.
Okay. So the event is about the PSUs, right? And for any PSU organization, okay, if they have to go for a project, okay, what are the things which come up here? They have the process to follow. Being a public sector entity, they have to follow the process of RFP, okay? And whitewater rafting is very close to what each and every PSU officer goes through that, right? Because he has to follow the RFP. His partners might be technology advisors like us, okay? Then there will be other process, compliance, and each and everything. And at the end, if you have seen this video, the junior most person in this video was a bit skeptical, a bit feared, okay, now how this project is going to be there, okay, because you never know what kind of hurdles are going to come, okay, when you are into this process of your. And the senior most, okay, after the completion of project, they are like relaxed, they have jumped into the water. Yes, boss, ho gaya, matlab, hasil kar liya. And still another junior who is there is still skeptical, saying that whether I should go or not go. And the seniors are saying, now everything is done, be calm, be cool, come on, enjoy that ride. Okay, so this video rafting is very close to a PSU, all the officers who actually go through the RFP process, right? And this video is also closer to us, okay? Because as a salesperson, we also actually are partner in this journey to you. Okay, so that is what the partnership comes into the play. If you see now the basic constraints, initiatives which go hand in hand, Miyan Bibi ka rishta hai ye, okay, whether it is right now or whether it was 15 or 20 years back also, this has been always there. Any new project, if you have to take it up, there is a budget constraint, there is a time constraint, there is a risk, and there is a skill set issues also. So these are the set of issues which we have lived, okay, for last 27 years, at least what I have seen, sir, you can correct me, you would have also seen this, all these issues, but time keeps on changing, right? If I had to move on and take a step back, can anybody tell, especially the backbenchers who are there, the younger generation, can anyone tell, if, first of all, can you see this slide, right? Can anybody tell, okay, this television, black and white television, okay, what reminds you? Sorry? Antenna is up, there is a down, this thing, so I think so the podium is coming in between. Okay, so it has captured the 1983 Prudential World Cup, okay, where our captain had lifted the cup and Mohinder Amarnath is standing beside him. Okay, so at that time it was a black and white television. And how many would have seen, okay, this only can correlate who are 40 plus, okay, can correlate how many, would have seen this live match, okay, which ended it at round about late night, something 11:30, 12 o'clock, okay, and we all were surprised, right? And I was in a chawl, okay, at that time, and we were all sitting in one room. The entire chawl was over there, enjoying the match right from the word go till the end, okay, and we all were surprised. So this is the television technology which was there in 80s. Now, as we move ahead, the transformation which came into the television technology was, the first was the color television, okay, the stripes used to come, only Doordarshan, still limited channels, and whenever this crooked lines used to come, at least all the age group of 9 can correlate easily, टीवी पे जाके थप्पड़ मारते थे कि टीवी ठीक हो जाए करके, राइट, या नहीं तो एंटीना ऊपर जाके ठीक करने का, या नहीं तो अपने को थप्पड़ पड़ती थी. तो this was the life, right? And how it has been evolved. After that, the big jump was the LCD screens, right? The LCD screens came into the play. We had all the cables, the cable provider came and started, and there was no crooked lines, nothing doing, cable used to be fine, perfect. And then the DTH came into the play and the smart TVs, right? The minute smart TV started entering the market, what was the changing point? As soon as the smart TV came, the OTT platform, whether it is Netflix, whether it is Jio Cinema in the recent, or the Prime, or any other, nowadays lot of OTTs are there, right? What they have started doing, okay, they are pushing their app into the smart TVs, or if there is, you don't have a smart TV, you have a Google Chromecast or a Fire Stick of Amazon where you can plug in and you can watch all those things. So what is happening? Now, do we require really a DTH? No, right? Do we require any cable or anything? Nothing. What we require is the internet, right? See the technology which has got so matured and so stable, okay? That is how the technology has been moving. Now, because of the smart technology or the smart devices coming into the play, what has happened is the application, the small applications which has been coming, okay, that has gone like exponentially high. The analysts have predicted that by 2026, you will be having something 750 million new applications, right? So that is a prediction of that. And if you are going to have so many applications, obviously the data is going to explode like crazy. Now, if we are going to install, okay, each and every application in our smart devices, whether it is your smart mobile or smart TV, can you imagine what kind of data is getting stored, or what kind of data on your device and also on the, wherever they are storing in their own cloud, right? So what is happening is the workload movement is not the optimal one, okay? All the data is scattered. It is not like the erstwhile basis, okay, fine, the data will go over here, this data will go over here. It is completely scattered. And this data is being generated by all the edge devices. right? When I say edge devices, nowadays most of us are started using the smartwatches, how many steps I am taking, whether I am counting 10,000 steps or not, what is my resting heart rate, what is my BP, and all those things features are coming at your wrist, right? So all this data which is getting generated, it is getting uploaded into some of the other cloud, right? So what is that? Data is not optimally managed properly in each and every data center, it is scattered everywhere, and the data is getting exploded by the edge devices. For this, how are you going to manage it, right? So if you see from a data center point of view, the 50% of data which is going to come from edge devices and 85% of that data is going to remain unmanaged. When I say unmanaged, we don't know exactly where it is going to lie, whether it will be in Google Cloud or whether Azure or AWS or Apple Cloud or any other cloud, right? Or Jukebox also, anything can be. So how are we going to manage the data? So what is required, right? When we say that, okay, fine, I have to go into a multi-hybrid cloud kind of a journey, will require a platform which will rebalance the entire thing, where we will have the control of our data in our own hands, right? So how can we do that? Before I step further, so with all this analysis, what we had done that we had conducted one survey with some 1,000 odd CXOs across the globe, and out of that, 74% said that, okay, fine, it has to be a something called as hybrid cloud kind of a this thing. And out of that, 94% said that, okay, fine, but what we would like to see is that we'll require a simple management plane, right? It has to be very simple, it can't be complicated. If my data is at data center A, I will manage it through different console, then B, then again some another console, and then again, it's not possible, right? So to manage that, then I have to deploy further manpower for that, additional manpower for that. So how I am good? And plus, again, I have to ensure that all the right skills which are there also. So in Construct, it was like operate single platform, okay, to manage across all these multiple clouds, have the apps and data from a business point of view, okay, which requires business, manage data centers, edge, everything, okay, through one single console. It is more of simplicity, right? And as Ganesh also stated that anything to do simple is actually a very, very difficult task, okay? A difficult task can be done very well. Okay, so there is a saying which goes that it is very simple to be happy, but it is very difficult to be simple, right? So that task, okay, what we are trying to achieve over the period of years is that Nutanix is providing a simple and cost-effective solution from a multi-hybrid cloud kind of solution. Okay, be it any your workload, be it your data warehouse kind of a workload, or a ERP kind of a workload, or analytics, or it can be a native cloud application also, we can have that. Whether it is databases, any kind of databases, we can run on that. So that is what the simplicity what we are trying to offer to the customers. And we started this journey right from when everybody was selling more of fiber storage. Okay, the SAN switches, they were loading like crazy, petabytes of storage and all those things. What we said that, can we simplify this? Okay, so the journey started from that simplification point of view. And we started simplifying things slowly, where we got the word hyper-converged infrastructure in the market in 2009. And that is how we started the journey. And when we started that, it was very simple aim to make day 2 operations very simple. The problem is, for all the customers, okay, you buy all the IT from a business point of view or the application point of view. To manage that, you are spending tons of money. So how can I reduce that cost and how can I simplify the operations? Okay, so that was the thought process, and that is how we started that journey. That was the first step. The second step which was there, or the second milestone in that journey was like, can I take this for building a private cloud? Okay, where customers, especially the government bodies, okay, they can't go into public cloud because of data regulations. Now, can I give a private cloud with all the features of public cloud? So that is how we started the journey. During this journey, as we were maturing and trying to do simplification into our technology, okay, the another point came in that now public cloud is getting very common. Can I also isolate the public cloud simplification also or not? And that is how we are always, the strategic leadership, they will always think 10 years of ahead, how the technology is going to be, and that is how what we try to make things simple from right now only. While doing so, okay, so what we promised to the customer is that you be at, whether at a simple data center, just like a SAN storage and switches and all those things, from that point, from modernizing from that onwards to getting into a private cloud or getting into a multi-hybrid cloud kind of a journey, we are there with you, okay? And why should customer win with Nutanix? That's a golden thing, especially for the public sector. Now what we do is that when we set up a private cloud at the customer location, okay, we never dictate what the hardware has to be there. We never dictate that the hardware has to be from one specific OEM, okay. We can say that, okay, fine, you can, there will no lock-in from a hardware point of view, it will be a freedom of choice for the customer. Then, because of ease and simpleness, okay, to manage everything, we said that, okay, fine, let's have one unified platform also for that. And that is how we got in the power of simplicity, where through one single console, you can manage the entire private cloud. You don't require different consoles to manage the networking traffic or the security traffic or the storage traffic and all those things. Just a drop-down menus and you can manage it, okay, completely. And that the another simplicity is that you can customize your homepage. Okay, we go and buy smartphones, okay, whether it is Apple, whether it is Samsung. What we do is, first thing is that after installing, migrating all the contacts, we will first set the homepage which was there as per our earlier. Especially, this is there for all the 40 plus. Okay, so excuse me, don't take it in this thing. I can correlate because already I am also 40 plus, so I don't want to that. So we always try to manage the things as simple as possible, where in the night also we can, if you pick up the phone, we can easily dial or we can easily message that. So that's a simplicity, that is how what you can design your console also. Right, so if you look at a platform from a cloud point of view, from a private cloud point of view, we have done again a simplification from a licensing point of view. Okay, so you have Nutanix cloud infrastructure, you have Nutanix cloud management, and this entire thing is like Nutanix cloud platform. Okay, one single piece. Okay, so the another day two problem is that while at the time of constructing the AMC RFP, right, OEMs will come, sir, this is the bill of material, ये इतना AMC के लिए RFP float करने का है, उसका SKU रहेगा 100-150 rows का SKU रहेगा, right? Why that pain to give it to the customer? Okay, simple, एक single page में, एक single table में आपका सब Nutanix का SKU आ जाएगा, एक single bill of material आप लेके जा सकते हो for budget approval for the AMC source. Okay, so that is as simple as that. As I already explained that we don't have any hardware lock-in point of view. The another thing, as we go on to the hybrid cloud, okay, you can have AWS, you can have Azure also, and both this public cloud you can manage through the same Nutanix console itself, okay. So nothing, you don't have to change console for managing the AWS cloud also. And the beauty or the trueness of what Nutanix hybrid cloud is, the AWS licenses, each and everything is owned by you. Okay, we just integrate with our console, and all the passwords and each and everything is with you. There is no third person who is going to intervene that, okay, fine, I will manage this, we'll sign a SLA or a services agreement kind of a this thing, and where you can do it. Okay, so everything has been managed by this single console. And as we understand, from our India government point of view, the mighty empanel, okay, data center, Indian service cloud provider, WebWorks, we have partnership also, where he is having his own government cloud carved out space, okay, where we can go and host all the government cloud also over there. Okay, so again, not required to go to the US companies, believe in India only, and we are there for you. So this is a small graphic of how you can easily move the workload from your private cloud on-premise of Nutanix and then move it to AWS or Microsoft Azure. So it was a very simple, small graphic, and believe me, once you have done the implementation, you can move all the workloads within minutes. You don't have to struggle, okay fine, you have to do this or you have to do that. You can move it very easily. Now let me come to the customer use cases, because this is what the more of a high level technology which is there. Let me come to the use cases. So as I have said, what we have tried to simplify, okay, I will start with that because this is the strength of us and why we are having so much of customer base, okay, in India. Now, whether it is Kubernetes platform, whether it is cloud platform, whether it is database platform to manage database service, the platform, whether it is storage, okay, you can just have everything in one single console, okay. On a laptop, you can manage it and you can deliver it. Just drop down and you can go from one menu to another. Now, this is one of the legend insurance organization. The key was they were running application, the core application, which was developed 25 years back. Now, during the process of RFP, now they are almost for 4 years our customer. During the process, they had given a challenge that can you run my COBOL based application? I don't know how many of you will have seen the COBOL based application. COBOL based is nothing but a flat file based kind of application, right? So, sir, you can easily, so a simple flat file based application COBOL, okay, running on a Red Hat, which was declared end of support, okay, from Red Hat itself, and they said that can you test it, and we did the POC successfully. Okay, that was a proof of concept we did, and it went on very well. The best thing was after the complete migration, okay, they used to have end of year earlier more than 48 hours. And after migrating to Nutanix platform, the same application, okay, the end of year was less than 24 hours. Okay, so that's a beauty. And as any PSU sector, this was again a typical reverse auction. Okay, after the technical qualification, a reverse auction, and we have won. And for last 4 years, this is our customer. So let me have one. So this is a customer which is holding the most critical information of all the VIPs, where it has been stored in a data vault, okay, and it is running on Nutanix platform. So your entire Aadhaar, okay, all the VIPs Aadhaar, okay, database is being stored on Nutanix platform with a vaulting solution. So that kind of security what we are giving it, because they trust during the POC and all those things, okay, they actually realize that this is the platform what we would like to go with. And just because of simple security and the robustness of the platform plus the performance, it was again a same journey, L1, without that no order, because we are so used to it that in government and public sector without L1 there is no order, right? So you can be technically best, okay, it can be a QCBS also, but the QCBS margin which is there, okay, it is very nominal. हिंदी में बात करें तो 19-20 का ही फर्क रहता है, ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं रहता है, तो L1 तो होना ही होना है, अदरवाइज टेंडर नहीं जीत पाते. Now this is one of the again customer from a oil and gas industry based in North only, and they are giving the pipeline, this thing pipe gas to the citizens. Apart from their core ERP, rest all the applications are running on Nutanix platform. Okay, so again this customer is there for more than 3 years. The Aadhaar example what I gave, it is more than 2 years. Okay, if I have to move on into another oil and gas, okay, it's again an IT savvy company, a typical PSU. They were having ERP project which was on, and they were having certain deadlines that after the procurement and RFP cycle, the bidder winner should complete the infrastructure implementation within, say, less than 2 months' time. Okay, so they had given us time of the delivery, because obviously the hardware and all those delivery is has to be something 8 weeks. For us, it was a software. We said that once the hardware has been delivered, we can deliver the software very soon. The hardware got delivered in 8 weeks, and the bidders or the SIs, time started ticking in, that he was having only 8 weeks to complete the entire implementation of the small private cloud what we call that. The surprising fact for the customer was also like everything got implemented in less than 4 weeks. Okay, so we gave back the time which was given to the bidder, saying that okay fine, this is the 2 months of project timeline for you, and we gave back 1 month time to the customer, saying that okay fine sir, now you can use this time for your project for the other activities. So that's the strength of Nutanix which brings to the table. Well, this is the most critical, and Manoj sir can correlate with the customer description itself. Okay, these are the labs where more of a defense which happens, and they had to set a private cloud for their own, for the projects which there are very top secret projects which they say that okay, I can't reveal what kind of application will be there, but this is what you have to give me a bare metal kind of a IS kind of a service. Okay, so we said that okay fine, and it was the same. I don't have to keep on repeating, it's a government and public sector, so the process has to be followed. This is one of the transformation projects, okay, in a PSU bank, and if you'll see, this was a very big private cloud setup from a PSU bank point of view. In a private cloud, having something 250 nodes, okay, when we say nodes, it is 250 Intel servers, okay, so it's a very large setup. They ask for anything as a service, right? So when I say anything as a service, it is database as a service, security as a service, platform as a service, anything as a service. So that is how it came up, and we again won this, and we were given a task of 700 TPS for certain key applications, where from an online payment point of view, where we delivered that also. So this is again a bigger transformation project. Now just to highlight, just to tell you guys that we are having something 150 plus government and public sector customer in India, okay, and 150 plus government and public sector customers in India in last 6 years of journey. Okay, so that's a big achievement for us, and the achievement is because of the simplicity of the solution what we bring into the table. We have in banks, if I had to talk, in Delhi itself, it is Punjab National Bank. Okay, in Punjab National Bank we are having something 120 odd nodes, okay, running across BC and DM. So let me move on, and let me thank you because we are already running late. Okay, so I thought let me have a quick this thing. So just remember one thing, that Nutanix is a platform which can deliver to you a private cloud, multi-hybrid cloud for any application or any data.